I remember her praying, just telling God, like, we don't have the finances to send any of our kids to college.
Pikipiki hama, vaevae manava is a Tongan proverb that means, let us link our outriggers together so we can share life. This proverb reminds us of the strength of being linked to each other in sharing, thinking, and caring for one another as community. We are a group of advocates who are training for the 2016 Los Angeles Marathon to elevate a great cause. Pacific Islander Leaders of Tomorrow is a culture-based leadership development program invested in building strong Pacific Islander leaders. Pilot is a program of empowering Pacific Islander communities, a national nonprofit organization based in Los Angeles whose mission is to promote social justice by engaging Pacific Islander communities through culturally relevant advocacy, research, and development. Your investment in Pilot links our outriggers together in building and giving life to a powerful future.
I was the first one in my family to go to college, and even in the whole application process, I had to learn that on my own. Even as I got to college, figuring out how to, people always say like how to navigate the system. And yeah, it was true. I didn't know what services were available. I didn't know who to go to. Even if I did, I didn't know how to approach. I didn't know, I didn't even know I should have been there. And it's just the idea of like coming from a city where there's so many PIs and you're so used to seeing us, to now going to the only university in the city and you're like the only one. I tell folks all the time, when I got into college, first off, I didn't felt like I should have been there and things like that. But I knew I was fortunate to have this opportunity, just looking at the struggles that my family had, my mother and my father, and how hard they worked and pushed for me to even be there. I remember my mom praying, crying out to God, like, excuse me. I remember her praying, just telling God, like, we don't have the finances to send any of our kids to college. That's 8 years ago, man, and goodness, I have a freaking degree, When you understand, the sacrifices that your father made and how it's paired with, that prayer of my mom, it's like, man, it's one of those things where you've been hungry for so long that when you have a chance to eat, you understand it's not about you filling up your tummy, it's about packing enough to take back home. I think Pilot was the first time that I got to look at, again, our issues or the issues in our community from our own perspectives. I was able to learn our history, our cultures, and not in a way of it was like, okay, this is the Samoan history, okay, this is the Tongan history, okay, here's the Fijian history. No, this is our history as Pacific Islanders, and this is how they intertwine, and this is the importance of understanding our community is we were never about individual. The individual, we're always about the community, we're always about the people. The first day, I always remember the first day, the way Cepha set it up, this whole idea of when you step into these classrooms, you're taught to divorce your emotions, your experiences, your own thoughts, because everything's objective. You're just gonna come here and learn now. That set the tone for the entire week because I went in and I just buried 2 relatives and found out my cousin that got killed the week before Pilot, and his funeral was the following week after Pilot. I divorced those when I came into the classroom, and now he was telling me to bring that all in. And it's just one of those things where that was the tip of the iceberg. I brought that in and so much more. And it really made me reflect on my life, and I broke on the first day because I never told my story like that. And I think the biggest takeaway I feel from Pilot is the network between us students that have just gone through it. We all have our own experiences, and and our own networks outside of this, but it's just this, it's a family. And as a family, we're trying to figure out how to make sure we take care of the larger family now. And I'll never take that for granted. You know, being able to work alongside these other scholars, these other ambitious young leaders who, in their own ways, want to change the world and are able to come together and weave it, you know, to make sure that we encompass everybody. I guess it's another kind of addition of what Pilot has done for me, is provided this, you know, another aspect to my purpose in life. I think the greatest thing you can ever do in life is to serve. And that's exactly what we're doing. And that's exactly why I come back. I felt like, you know, as a born again, you know, Christian, and things that I was taught since I was 14, you know, it made sense. This work, it made sense. You know, the way Pilot is set up, right? You learn together. You learn that it's not just Samoans, it's Pacific Islanders. It's not just Polynesians, it's Pacific Islanders. And so it's like you understand this sense of community. And now it's like, okay, then you have to come back now. You have to do this work for your community, because, I mean, who else is doing it, you know, first off? And again, it's just, for me, it added on to the purpose I felt I had in life. In addition to doing, you know, going to college and doing what I was doing for my family, it's now you understand it's larger than just your household. It's community. You know, these are lives that are out there that are experiencing what they're experiencing, and you have the opportunity now to help by first getting this knowledge and then taking it back. George, kere kere, whaka mole mole. Please donate to the Pacific Islander Leaders of Tomorrow and support the forward movement of the Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander community.